Thank you so much for tuning in to the Julie Tussey Show. I have a great program for you. Do you crave chocolate? Maybe red meat? Or are you a hot and spicy girl, hot and spicy guy? Well, today we're going to talk about what your cravings say about you, and I think you're going to find this very interesting. Welcome to the Julie Tussey Show. On assignment to show you how to love your life. Get on the Julie Tussey train. We're going somewhere, baby.
Pop the glam pain. It's time for the Julie Tussey Show live guest current event scathing exposés. The original suburban bombshell, the big blonde baby, giving you the fastest, funniest, most informative 30 minutes of your life. And now, here's Julie Tussey.
Thank you so much for joining us here on the Julie Tussey Show. I have none other than the Right Reverend S.J. in the studio with me. How are you doing? This is Stacy Jones.
I'm fine, darling. How are you, Miss Julia?
If you can't tell, I'm from Michigan and she's from Knoxville.
Yes.
That's right.
Born and raised.
Born and raised.
Was in Michigan for 35 years.
Yes, and you've been back in Knoxville for a very short time, and it came back, that accent came back like a rushing mighty flood. It reminded me of God.
Now, that's just what I keep hearing, and it's just getting really, hello?
You can't help what you are, can you, sister?
Well, like I always say, even up in Michigan, when they would say, where are you from? When I would start, high school up
Start
there.
talking like this in Michigan.
At Mona Shores High School. Yay, class of 82.
I'm 30.
Yeah. And s'more.
And s'more.
But they would say, where are you from? You're not from here. And I'm saying, no, I'm from Tennessee. 10 years later, still. Where are you from? In Michigan.
Yeah.
I just finally said, you know what? You can take the girl out of the country, but you can't take the country out of the girl.
That's right. And in America, we have all kinds of dialects. You know what? It doesn't mean an insult, though.
No.
Yeah, I love it. I think the Southern drawl is beautiful.
Thank you.
I actually I lived in Michigan for like 32 years, and then I moved down here. And so now when I go home, everybody there thinks I have a Southern accent, but when I'm here, everybody thinks I have a Northern accent. So I'm just a Yankabilly, and I'm going to own it. Hey, we have a fabulous show for you today. I was thinking about this. The program is called "What Your Food Cravings Say About You," and I was thinking about this today because Stacy and I have been almost living together for a month. We have been traveling. We went to Hazel Park, Michigan. Shout out to Solid Rock Church. Woot, woot! Pastor John Bullock and his wife, and Alicia and Beth. And then we met Reverend Alfonso Vargas and his beautiful Sheila, his wife there.
We love them.
Woot, woot! We love them so much. We had an absolute blast with them. And we had we were at church 5 nights in a row. We got to join in with the worship team, and you would have thought that the choir had come to town. It was so fun. It was so fun. So thank you for that. We loved it. We love being with you guys.
Yes,
if you're up in the Detroit area, go check out Solid Rock Church there in Hazel Park, Michigan. So we've been together a long time. And one thing about me and Stacy is I am like the hot and spicy girl, aren't I? And she is not.
No.
And it's so I can give her one bite of my food and she falls on the floor with steam coming out of her face.
Smoke out of my ears.
Yeah, so I was wondering, I started thinking about it today because I got up and I went to the store and I got all the stuff to make homemade salsa, and I chopped up a whole gigantic jalapeno with the seeds and put it in there. And that's what I ate for breakfast. I know.
Are you kidding me?
I know. And then you made a salad with ranch dressing and chicken. And so
grilled chicken
that you fried in butter.
That I did.
That made it taste so delicious.
Frozen, but it's chicken breast, and as you know, I've lost about 30-some pounds now.
That's right.
I got 20 more to go. It's wonderful trying to lose weight going through menopause.
Yes,
Let me tell you what.
I have no experience with that at all. None whatsoever.
I'm the only one that's gone
Only
through
one in
this
this room that has hot flashes, night sweats.
Only me.
Unknown hairs that show up anywhere they want.
I'm telling you, just as proud as they can be.
Yeah. You'll have to listen to episode 159 to catch that. That was a really good one. So I did some research and I found this really cool article, and we're gonna share it with you. And it was on spoonuniversity.com, and it was called "What's Your Food Cravings Say About You?" And I was really curious about this because I do crave some crazy stuff, but I always have to have hot and spicy,
always,
chocolate and salt.
Yes,
that's my thing. So, do you ever find yourself daydreaming about chocolate? Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm raising my hand. Yes. Okay. Driving miles out of the way to find the perfect juicy burger, snacking on handfuls of salty chips, chewing ice. I know the feeling. We all have certain foods that we just can't resist. You might be wondering, what do these wild and sometimes harmful cravings really mean? And what are some healthy alternatives? Okay, so, do you think it's harmful that I made Cocoa Puff Rice Krispie treats and we ate a whole pan in 3 days in my family?
That's evil.
That was so good.
Sheer heaven.
It had to be bad for me.
Well, let me just say, when we get older, that thing, the other M, metabolism,
not the menopause. Metabolism.
Yeah. That's just evil.
Yeah, so you ate one, and I
had a bite.
I ate like 17,024. Not really, but I could have ate the whole 9x13 pan and just not ate any other food for 2 days. It was terrible.
Then we told Kim, my cousin, about it, and she's going to go out and make some.
So when you go home today, they're going to be there at her house for you too.
I'm going to have to call her before I leave.
And tell her, don't do that, sister. All right, well, to start, you must understand that cravings and hunger are not the same thing. Of course, hunger is when your stomach growls, and I think most of us in America don't even know what a hunger growl is in our stomach. And I did a whole podcast called I Got a Hunger Pain and I Didn't Die. Because we really do think we're going to die if we... It's like, what was that? What was that? So we got a hunger pain and we didn't die. And so when I'm losing weight, I have to remind myself of that. And so I'm getting ready to have to do that again because I've been at maintenance for a year and a half. But so to start, we have to understand that cravings and hunger are not the same thing. Hunger comes from the stomach while cravings come from the brain. Wow. And my brain is very smart when it comes to cravings. So, So what exactly is your brain trying to tell you when you crave chocolate, which is Cocoa Puffs? Okay.
That's it. Yeah.
Chocolate means, according to this article from Spoon University. Now, as a disclaimer, I might have to say that I am no way a doctor, a nurse, a licensed practitioner of health and fitness, but I am a licensed cosmetologist. And I give daggone good advice. Okay. All right. So, although I don't work in that anymore. So you can't get enough chocolate? Me neither. Craving chocolate is related to a magnesium deficiency.
Magnesium?
Yes.
What?
Magnesium increases energy while simultaneously calming nerves and anxiety. I think I need some of this because I'm tired and slightly anxious when I want chocolate. You know what I mean? You ever think about it? When you want chocolate, you're kind of tired.
There's your prescription right there.
Right there,
There's
magnesium.
A prescription for it.
Bet you didn't know that raw cacao is one of the highest natural sources of magnesium.
Wow.
Now, that's a health food form of chocolate. What is it? Cocoa.
Is that dark
cocoa
chocolate?
Powder. Nope, it's not dark. Nope. I have a whole bag of it. Other more nutritious ways to satisfy this craving and get the magnesium your body needs are by eating beans, unless you're married. Please go buy some Beano if you're married. Nuts, greens, fruits, and whole grains. So the thing is, I eat all those, but I still crave chocolate. I buy, they say if you eat 80% or higher of the, it's 80% what? I can't remember now. It's pretty dark and it's pretty bitter, so I kind of have to go back down to 70 to enjoy it. But if you eat that, it's very, very good for your heart. It's called 80% chocolate, and it's, I think, a measurement of how much cocoa is in it. Because sometimes I got bought at 80%, and it was like taking a bite of a spoonful of powdered cocoa. It was terrible. It was like, where's the sugar? Where's the sugar? So I have to do like a 70%, 75. All right, if you're craving red meat, it means you may have an iron deficiency. Yes. Grilled steak is one of my husband's favorite foods, and don't even get me started on burgers. Now, I do like burgers. I don't crave red meat, though.
I don't either anymore.
No, but you notice men do. I mean, men are like ferocious to have red meat. So if you find yourself longing for red meat, you could have an iron deficiency. You might be surprised to know that chewing on ice is also related to an iron deficiency. Other less fat-laden foods that are high in iron are spinach, cherries. I didn't know that. I love cherries. They're in season right now. Seaweed. Oh, yeah. Don't do it. Don't do it. Dried fruit and legumes. Another Beano product right there. Need some Beano with that one. We'll be right back after this commercial, because if I don't put in commercial breaks, how can I get sponsors? How can I do that?
You can't.
See you in a minute.
Okay.
Hi, guys. I want to share a fantastic event that I am co-hosting with my friend, evangelist Robert Hopkins. He and his precious wife, Marcella, are coming to Richmond, Kentucky, and we're going to be hosting a 3-day conference, 7 o'clock each night. It's a weekend. It's going to be fun, and you want to come. It starts July the 19th, 20th, and 21st, 2019, right here in Richmond, Kentucky, and it's called Outreach for Christ. I'm going to be singing. He's going to be teaching. It's going to be fantastic. Get your friends and family and let them know. And please share this with those that are in the area. People are even flying in from around the country. It's going to be a fantastic time. So please do put it on your calendar. Again, that's July 19th, 20th, and 21st. For more information, email me at thejulietusseyshow@gmail.com.
Hi, this is Marilyn. I'd love for you to go and subscribe to the Julie Tussey Show Fabulous Cooking on YouTube.com/C/TMETV.
If you're in the central Kentucky area and you need excavation, we are your company. That's right. Tussey Excavation is here. We are certified. We can dig out anything that you need dug out. We can put it back too. It's an amazing, amazing company. We are here for you. Give us a call, 859-489-6159. That's Tussey Excavation. Here to show you the impossible is possible if you only believe. And now, back to the Julie Tussey Show. And we're back here on the Julie Tussey Show talking about the most fabulous subject I could have ever found to make a podcast out of. I'm here with the Right Reverend S.J. Stacy Jones. And the topic we're talking about is what your food cravings say about you. I was really curious about this because I am like the hot and spicy enchilada, and you are like the cool sour cream in this relationship. So I was wondering, it did make me think, what makes us so different that we crave different things? You know what? Women universally crave chocolate. Men universally crave red meat. But other than that, we can be so varied. So varied. So we've already learned about chocolate and we've learned about red meat. So on to a very controversial subject. And I already said I'm not a doctor, but I really do have a soapbox when it comes to this one. Salt, Stace. Sheer heaven. Salt. I love salt. if you crave salt, this article from spoonuniversity.com says that you could have a chloride deficiency. And now here's the key for menopausal women, okay? I lie and say I haven't had to go through perimenopause, but I did, and I still am. Salt can cause stress hormone fluctuations. Did I say that right? Fluctuations. Okay. It's not uncommon for me. Now, this article, whoever's writing it, I think it's Angela. I have to look up and tell you who wrote this because she's telling it pretty personally. It's not uncommon, she says, to find her mom munching on salt bagels. So evidently she is 30. Evidently. But it's not uncommon for me to find myself munching on anything salty. So she says salt bagels or movie theater popcorn. She said maybe my mom's stressed out or maybe it's a chloride deficiency. Either way, it's a habit that should probably be abandoned. Other ways to get the natural chloride that your body needs are from olives, which is salty, tomatoes, which I salt, celery, which has lots of salt. If your need for salt is caused by a fluctuation of stress hormones, vitamins B and C, greens, and meditation could be the solution. All right, let's talk about this. First of all, there ain't no way I'm going to meditate away my salt craving. So let's just establish that. Miss 30. Yes. It's not going to work for me. But I also am unique in, and I believe you are too, that I was diagnosed with an adrenal issue. From too much stress in your life, it hurts your adrenal glands, and so I have to eat salt. If I crave salt, I just eat it, and I have low blood pressure. Mm-hmm. I never have problems with that, but I guess
don't either. If
you don't have an adrenal issue or some kind of diagnosis, they say it's better not to eat too much salt. But to me, if I crave it, I eat it, and I can eat more salt than anybody I know. I'm supposed to drink a glass of water with 2 teaspoons of salt in it every morning.
That's true.
And I do not do it. I don't like that. I eat salsa with salt on it.
Yes, you do.
Then I'm getting anti-cancer tomatoes and peppers and onions and all that stuff. But I love that it said that if you have a fluctuation of stress hormones, which happens a lot in perimenopause, that you need to up your vitamins B and C and greens. And then they said meditation, which can kind of calm you down, but I know it wouldn't help me, but I have a medical condition with that. So that makes a difference, I guess.
Now, mine was, as you know, in March, I was hospitalized.
Yes.
Because I had critical low
sodium.
Yes.
Yes, and I don't know.
And so I got that pink salt. My mama Shirley gave me a thing of pink salt, and I love that. And I've not.
Yeah, that Himalayan pink salt is full of minerals, and that's all. All I've had is sea salt and Himalayan pink salt for a long, long time.
And aren't those good?
Yeah. They're much better for you. Yeah. All right. What if you're craving? Oh, and by the way, we could talk about. There was one other thing in here that I thought of. Your need for salt. Blah blah blah. Vitamins. Oh, vitamin C. If you're going to add vitamin C to your diet, start at 500 milligrams on day 1. On day 2, add 500 more, giving you 1,000. On day 3, add 500 more. Every day you add 500 more until, excuse my French, but until you actually have to use the restroom because you have diarrhea.
Wow.
So if, say, you took 1,500 and on that day you got diarrhea, then you back off 500, and that means your body needs 1,000. That's how you can tell how much vitamin C your body needs. Now, if you take 500 and and that happens to you the first day, then you cut it. You cut the pill in half and take 250. But otherwise, that's how you can tell, because a lot of people are like, "How much?" And you go to the store and it's like 5,000 milligram tablets or 1,000 or whatever. I buy the 500, and they say start at 500, increase it in increments of 500 until you have that result, meaning that's too much for your body. Take away 500, and that's what your body needed. Did that make sense? Did I explain it?
It does.
So just so you know.
And if not, you can always run out and get you a box of Commodium.
Thank you for sponsoring us, Commodium. All right. Well, sometimes you got to be real on the Julie Tussey Show, because how do you know if, an article says take vitamin C? How do you know how much to take?
You don't.
And you go in and you're like, woo, 2,000 is better than 500. I'll
Right.
be taking 2,000. And you take it one time and you don't. Then you're sick and you don't know what to do. All right. What if you're craving pasta, Stace? Oh, goodness. I'm Italian.
Ooh. So you
I don't
love
even
that
like
stuff.
pasta.
You're kidding
No.
me. What's wrong with
Unless
you?
it's covered with butter and salt. That's all I like on
Oh,
it. So
honey.
I don't even touch it.
I have to make you my pasta salad.
Honey, you got to make it gluten-free.
Well, you can do that.
Okay.
You can get
Yeah.
Yes.
Now I did grow up with an Italian mother, and my mother craved pasta and craved bread all the time. So this says, if you're craving Prada, if you're craving Prada, you might need a shopping trip. If you're craving pasta, that you could have a chromium deficiency.
Wow.
As a runner, she says, I am always eating pasta.
Yes.
Carbo
The
loading,
carbs,
am I right? A hankering for pasta, white bread, and pastries signals a chromium deficiency. This can be solved by eating onions, apples, cinnamon, romaine lettuce, and grapes. Who knew? I live on those things. Did you notice that's a list?
Yeah.
I never crave white bread. I never crave pasta.
I don't either. I used to. Like
Did ya?
Crazy.
Did you?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So, see, you were probably low. You can also take chromium, but I don't know how well it's absorbed by the body. Okay, number 5. If you're craving peanut butter, it might be a result of your low-fat diet, low-carb diet, and stress hormone fluctuations. Whenever
we go.
you see stress hormone fluctuations, you can know that a woman from the age of 30 to 55 could be dealing with this severely. Do you ever find yourself sneaking spoonfuls of peanut butter, just can't resist the creamy goodness of this magical food? I have actually done that. Like, this is a craving I've had to deal with. I'll put globs of peanut butter, she says, on just about anything. Craving peanut butter could indicate a few things. First, you may be eating a low-fat diet, which, oh my Lord, you remember in the days when we traveled. I spent the entire 90s on a low-fat diet.
Yes.
And it worked fantastic for me. But now that I'm approaching and trying to get through menopause, low-fat diet does
No, it
not
doesn't
work for
work
me.
anymore.
Like, I cannot eat enough food.
No.
Warning. Your body is trying to signal that you need more high-quality fats, or it could mean that you're eating a low-carb diet, and that's going to be a result of eating a low-carb diet. But I thought you could have peanut butter on low-carb diets, so I'm confused. If it's fat that you're lacking, try eating more high-quality fats like avocados or almonds. I eat those all the time. If it's carbs you're missing, incorporate things like bread and pasta into your diet. Adding honey or apple slices to your peanut butter could also help. Finally, craving peanuts may be related to stress. Peanut butter contains a compound called beta-sitosterol. Beta-sister, which helps to balance hormones and fights the effects of stress. We are not beyond making up our own words here on the Julie Tussey Show. I just want you to know. We have to keep you in the know on the Julie Tussey Show. And if communication is key to getting you the information and we have to make up a word to get you to understand, we do it.
In our new dictionary with our made-up words.
That's right.
Be out
That's right.
next fall.
Yes, next fall. Look for it at Barnes & Noble's.
Thelma and Louise dictionary.
I can only imagine the Thelma and Louise Show dictionary. Okay. So look for that and make a great Christmas present. We'll try to have it done in time for Christmas. Mail your checks to P.O. Box 263. Oh, my goodness. This is why we're BFFs. We crack up all the time. I can't even go straight on a podcast. Okay, so this beta-sitosterol or beta sister, which helps balance hormones and fights the effects of stress. All right, so there is a compound in peanut butter that it's like crack for stress. I understand. Peanut butter is your brain's crack to balance your hormones and fight stress. So see, honey, you're completely normal. It's okay that you're in the pantry with the door shut eating spoonfuls of peanut butter. Just accept yourself and love yourself and realize that there's more to this than you thought. You need it. You need it and you deserve it. Eat that peanut butter, honey. Eat it. We'll be right back. Lighten up, baby. We're going somewhere. Teaching you how to pull yourself up by your thigh-high bootstraps right here on the Julie Tussey Show. The article we're talking about is from spoonuniversity.com. It's called What Your Cravings Say About You, and the author was actually Miss Erin O'Connor. Hats off to you, girl. What a good program we're having. That girl, she's on fire. And finally, the last one we're going to talk about is spicy food. Now, if you're craving spicy food, it could mean you're overheated, congested, or you need pain relief. Nice and spicy, just the way I like it. Yeah, that's what I love, Stace.
Yes,
craving spicy foods like jalapenos or chili peppers could mean a handful of things. This may be your body's way of signaling that it needs to cool off. Strange, right? But spicy food makes you sweat, which helps you to get where your body's not overheated. Number two, if you crave it, it could be because you're congested and it clears your sinuses.
Wow.
I know.
Your toenails.
I know. And number three, lastly, it releases endorphins, which are the feel-good things in your brain. Yes. So I'm like an endorphin addict. So you may crave foods when you're in need of a rush. So I love that. I love that spicy food is up there. I hope you enjoyed the show today. I did want to mention that the Julie Tussey Show is presenting the newest product in our store called the Thelma and Louise Crack Peanut Butter. It's only $7.99 a jar, plus shipping and handling. So get your own Thelma and Louise's Crack Peanut Butter if you need you some relief from those stress hormones. You guys, don't forget, we love you. Yes. We hope that you are having a fantastic week. Look for the next podcast on Monday. Share it with your friends and family. And do not forget, you only get one fabulous, amazing, wonderful life. Live it to the fullest. Here to show you the impossible is possible if you only believe. Ladies, if you want to shop some amazing, amazing products, go and visit my website. Go to thejulietusseyshow.com/shop. That's right. I said that magic word. You're going to find some amazing and beautiful products there. We have new earrings for spring that are just light and gorgeous. Body bars that we have hand designed that we literally chose the fragrances and essential oils for. A new product line coming out, kicking it off with some great CBD oil from Z-Lease. A great new product line we'll be bringing and introducing to you very soon in a full podcast. You're just going to find amazing things there. You can also reach out to me there. Listen to the podcast. Check out previous podcasters and people that have been on the show. So go give it a try. Go give it a look. thejulietusseyshow.com. Here to show you the impossible is possible if you only believe. After a week of hearing hundreds of I can'ts, I'm here today to tell you you can. Find us on social media at facebook.com/The Julie Tussey Show and Instagram, The Julie Tussey Show, home of the original suburban bombshell. If life is my oyster, darling, pass the hot sauce.